Hello, greetings. Oops. We're kind of connecting. Okay. All right, this is the chat questions, chat portion. And how am I going to start this? Okay. For those that are new to all this, well, I'll give you kind of a glimpse before we begin, and everything's all over the place. What's the deal here? Every time I think it's ready. Well, greetings, Maddie's World. Greetings. Okay. Yeah, to understand what this is all about, if you're new to this, is ivanteller.com. It's private sessions to know more about your guides, angels, and everybody. It also has the prices here. Somebody put a question about this. Also, channeled beings that have been channeled in the past, or usually people connect to their higher selves. Also, gift cards. Easy purchase if not a thing here works. And you can do through Hangout, Skype, Zoom, and by phone. And what we are doing right now is the webinar portion. And this is where you can sign up. And also you get a link to the webinar. Still have to do some fixing there, but for the most part it should be all right. And also there's an alternative setup if this doesn't work. Also have Spirit Social. Go through the Ivan Teller services, submit a question, past life regression healing, message from Yeshua, 5-minute healing, and channeling consulting. And we have other ways of session purchase is one question from a day. Balancing from a day, soul pain from Stephanie, and Angelic Reiki from Miguel. Okay. All right. I'm not sure what's the best way of doing this, but we'll just do it the way we've been doing it. I'm not sure if I can just turn my camera off. We'll just leave it on for right now. So, okay, here we go. All right, bring in the light, bring in the angels, Yeshua, source, bringing protections, and just the highest, everyone's highest good. Question from Maddie. A couple of days ago, there was a dark light being who came into my dream and tried to scare me, but I just looked at it and started laughing, and the being backed off quickly. It went away. Can you tell me who was that, and was it what was the meaning of this? Basically, it was trying to possess you, and I believe it was just a test mostly. I don't think it was fully there. It was just I believe you're showing yourself also that these beings can't knock you down. Basically, they can't. They're just showing your power. I believe you wanted to see this happen so you know that you're ready to go where you need to go. I believe that was mostly what it was about, because we're always getting beings doing stuff to us. But I believe for the most part, this was just to tell you that, you're ready to go further. It just, you gave yourself indication that, okay, I'm good in these shoes, you can say. And now the confidence is getting stronger. So this being is just, I believe, just a dark entity, basically. And, we bring dark entities into our lives. Sometimes you marry them, so it all had its purpose there. So question 2, can you ask Bruce Lee, what is the best way to strengthen my mind and think stronger? Meditation, like walking in water, walking through water. No, walking through water is kind of hard. Let's see, walking through, I guess he's showing heavy winds, but also to look at heavy winds and not see it as a heavy wind, basically. You will see something hard and be able to go through it, basically. And that is for everybody, basically. It's some, you're feeling, like, not to say you have to go out and build a house, but it's like the idea of building a house is insane. But if you look at it that way, it's going to be hard. But if you look in a way, well, I'll just find the people to make this work. Of course, you have to have funds, but even that you can find, if you truly want something, and it's easy. So it's like tasks. Traveling with no money is another way of strengthening yourself, meaning that you will make this work if you truly want it, whatever it might be. So strengthening your soul is just believing in yourself that you can accomplish what you're here to accomplish. Like walking through hard waters, walking the opposite way of water, like in a beach setting. The current's coming this way, you're going that way, but you're being strong with it. Things of that sort. At least that's what you're showing. But also to show that these things are just third dimensional. You go into fourth dimension, it's like it's nothing. I imagine that makes a lot of sense. Well, it takes time for the mind to get used to it. It's basically like an exercise of mind. I imagine there's a lot more to it than that, but that's the basics of it. And we can all learn a lot from that, that's for sure. Question from Maggie. Can you tell me about my first past life? Your first past life, okay. Let's see. Well, I see you as a bird. As for what kind, I'm not getting a definite connection as for what kind, but I see you as a bird. As for lifetimes here, I believe it was, I want to say that you were half human, half Yael during Atlantean times. I believe there's timelines before that, but man, I cannot connect to that. I mean, I don't fully understand it all. Most likely there's lifetime civilizations before Atlantis, but I can't get 100% on it. But what I am getting is Yael, human, basically is like a human hybrid, basically. Yael are assisting us in our human evolution, basically. I believe eventually we removed a lot of that Yael. They kept some, from what I'm feeling, but it was a lot of Yael during that time. They wanted to be very close to us, but not too close. That is what I'm getting during Atlantean time. In the early, the blissful years. Atlantis was here for a very long time. I'm gathering around 1,000 years. It could have been longer than that. It could have been 50,000 years. I might get a 100% number on that, but that doesn't really matter. What past life connection do I have with Ivan, if any? Let's see. One moment. Well, the first time you mentioned it, I'm seeing reptilian. Reptilian world. I'm not getting a full indication. I believe a draconian world, but I don't believe it's a negative draconian world. But I believe you're more of a Pleiadian, and I was a reptilian. From what I'm gathering, I think kind of reptilian stuff was a little bit too much. But I believe you could say, visited my world, and somehow we had a connection. I'm not sure exactly what it was. I think at first you were like watching us, and we kind of knew that you were there. You had to kind of reveal yourselves and stuff like that. So it's like the English connecting to the Native Americans. Technically, we were kind of like that, but we were very strange looking. And I'm not so sure. Anyway, it's something like that. Let's put it that way. That was a long time ago. I'm only getting pieces of all this. So anyway, question from Crystal Lee Snow. Are there any messages from my higher self? Well, first thing came, eat your vegetables, but I think you already do that. Not sure where that came from. Your connection to the canine seems to be a lot stronger recently. In Astral, they've been going through a lot recently. You're clearing a lot of their darkness as you're a leader within the canine races. That's also going to your lifetime. In this lifetime, where you feel that it does seem like to you a little bit more is going on than you might fully realize. Like you're not really, at least your sleep state, I'm not getting 100%. There's some kind of distortion you're going through where you feel you're doing something or somewhere. At least that's what I'm gathering. To a certain degree, it seems to be there ever so slightly. Um, let's see. Anything else? Leave it with that. Are there any messages from the ETs? Let's see. You are assisting many races at this time, not just the canines. A lot of your work has been in astral plane, as it's been very hectic with humanity. Humanity is fighting. Some are fighting back against the ETs because they don't want the ascension to happen. So it is increasing it. The eclipse is kind of an indication of it also. It's just a sign of the times of change, and many know it, and many are not really willing to allow the ascension to occur. Some are fighting back, and it does seem like a lot of races are feeling they're being tested greatly right now. So any insight from human is for the best. So hopefully, yeah, maybe not the messages that you're truly expecting, but you know, that's what's going on right now, at least. Stephen Davies, I woke up and saw a firework going on in my mind. Was there any message in that? Well, let's see. What I'm seeing is invention, and I saw Tesla. So, not 100% on, well, it's like another reality where you're connected to Tesla. Yeah. Yeah. And you're, a lot of he's doing the same thing here, but another reality. And that firework, you can say, is part of, I wouldn't say exactly part of one of his inventions, but I did see invention. I saw Tesla. It's a world where he's not going to be starving like he did in this world. He'd be neglected like he was here. So that's what I'm saying. You do have a connection with him also. I'm not sure what you're doing, like what your connection with him is, but you are in a timeline where he is coexisting with you. Any question number 2? Any messages? Well, recently at the webinar connected to the tall whites, you seem to have a connection with them. I am seeing a hybrid program of many tall whites. I see them as explorers, though. Hybrids that explore universes. You can say they were born to, like, almost like a robot born to do a certain task. Of course, they have free will. They can do well for the most part. But you seem to be part of this explorer program. I believe setting them free, basically setting them out. Imagine you feel some of this is interesting. Okay, question from Tara. Are there any messages for me? I'm seeing a lot of Venus energies. You are getting assistance from many Venetians at this time. As for your current state, your timeline, yes, there's many struggles, but they say that you will see more clearly through your third eye. Basically, your intuition will let you know when things are right. It's not always the case, it seems, but the choices that you need to be making will be the right ones, is what they're saying. They do see a fork in the road. Yeah, I'm not sure which way to go, but they say you will go to the right direction. You already set your path. You already set it in your past, actually, to make sure you go in the right direction. So you already set this up. Question 2. I expected to meet someone new in the next few months, who I think will be very important to me. Do you have any messages for me at this time? Well, they say concentrate on the now, not so much on this meat, but just concentrate on the now. You will find healings, direction. Um, this kind of music, you might find different types of music because that's for healing. Basically, it's good to busy yourself with your own life and, of course, go places, do things, and you will find this person when the time is right. So just concentrate on you. Basically, your intuition, your guides will guide you to the right connection. So just not not think about it. It's not a big deal. But as for meeting this person, yeah, they're not giving anything to me on it. Question from Carol: are there any messages for me? Um, I am seeing a lot of Zeta Grays around you recently. There seemed to have been you did something in Astral recently that kind of set a lot of them free. I do see Zeta is imprisoned by some kind of mind control. I believe it was reptilian. Yeah, which happens often. And you set a lot of them free, so you might. It's hard to say if you'll feel the presence around them because they like to keep their presence kind of quiet. I mean, I'm seeing small ones. I'm seeing kind of regular size. So I'm seeing a lot of that around them. That's not exactly probably looking for as for message, but I definitely see that. I believe you're with the Palladians during this. It could be other beings, but I see mostly Palladian. Question 2: What are my galactic or human connections to my friend from church? I am going to butcher that name. Phil. I can't say that other name. I can't. Roche. Anyway, I can't pronounce that. What are my? I need to read this again. What are my galactic or human connections to my friend from church? So, I'm seeing Morrissey fairy. Well, I believe he was more of an elf being. You were the fairy. He was a Gartha. Well, I have a Gartha. As you say for church, I believe you have known him in church on many incarnations. I imagine you feel some of that, like Presbyterian type of stuff, uh, like old America. I see 1800 time period America, just simple world. I am seeing a lot of that. Like I always go to Little House on the Prairie, but in that kind of simplicity, I'm seeing that countryside area. At least what I'm picking up on. I might be wrong by the time frame, but it's around several lifetimes, and they were very church-like, kind of building on each lifetime. I believe he was there in each lifetime too. Just as a friend, from what I'm saying. So we all have a soul group that we incarnate with. Not to say he's one of them, but he is. You have like family reincarnate with, but he's kind of like on the outside. But you always seem to find a way to connect somehow. It's like, hey, we were just on such and such, wherever it was, something like that. So that's what I'm seeing right now. As for Galactic, is Palladian, Arcturian, also. Question from Marianne. I think I pronounced that right. Any message from my Lyran soul family? Yeah, you're going through a lot of stuff right now. It seems. Astrally, you are giving them a lot of guidance. What they're showing is that, like in Earth, you might have this problem or that problem or this or that, and you show them what you're going through, and they're warning from that because they don't have these things here. So you're very much a teacher to them. So, and they're helping you as much as they can here, but they can't interfere too much. But they are. It's basically when you go through situations that you're not exactly enjoying, you talk to them for therapeutic reasons. That's what I'm saying. Question number 2, any messages from Mother? And can I get an angelic infusion? Of course. From Michael, I'm seeing. Any message from Mother? All I got from her, let's see, tidy up when you can. Appearances are always good. You don't want people to think that you're a slob. I know that. I'm not sure if that's from her, but anyway. Not to say that you are or anything like that, but she likes to keep up appearances. She said she comes to you as a butterfly. There are many butterflies where you are. She loves the butterfly. Butterfly is with you. Just just loves you always. But yes, there's a lot of butterfly energy. You see a butterfly, that's what that energy is with her. Very nice. Very nice. Question from Zinuki. What can I do to become a work? What can I do to become a workaholic when I currently don't work that hard? Basically, the idea behind that is to have a passion and to continue, to it's all in passion. You don't necessarily have to be a workaholic. I believe what you're doing is fine. But as you can see, like with my work ethic, you're always constantly doing something. Of course, at work, I'm worn out. Here, I have more energy than when I'm at work. So when I'm at work, I just move slowly. It's like I can't sleep half the time. So I would just go by, it's good to have a certain amount of goals, basically. What goals you want to accomplish? That might be a good way to start that up. If you don't accomplish all of them, there's a reason behind it. But it is good to have, write down a goal for today or tomorrow and do what you can. Be like me and just wear yourself out all the time. I'm not sure if that's a good example of, because a workaholic is not, you're always doing something, no social life. It's not always what it's cracked up to be. So, yeah, I think it'll find its way to you if you truly need it. So, question 2: are there any advice for me? Well, the guide said don't worry about being alcoholic, a workaholic. You will do what's important for you. They do show a book, writing a book, could be of spiritualism, yeah, angels possibly, whatever. I believe it'll be channeled, and they say be very good at that. So that's up to you. Just believe in yourself. I am seeing archons there, so you might notice about them. Apparently, know them in other incarnations. So, not to say it has to be. I don't want to put any fear out there, but you have knowledge, feline knowledge. We might want to start with the angels, but that's up to you. But they say that the talent is with you. But as for 3D advice, just you don't give yourself enough credit. What they're saying, give yourself more credit. Thank yourself more if you want. Do more stuff for yourself. That's it. Oh my God, it's Moses. Any messages from my higher self? Well, I've already mentioned this before, but I'm going to mention it. Well, this is a lot different. It has to do with the Anunnaki. I do see you with them at dinner. I know it sounds funny. It does seem like you're making peace with them because for a time they were kind of like possessing you to a certain degree. I think you already know that. But you're making peace with them. They're also seeing you actually building other worlds. I know with them astrally. As for if there's any conflict you're going through right now, a lot of it is actually Martian related, and past life related as for human lifetimes as a slave. They're releasing slave lifetimes right now. So the meditation would be good to release this. It is still prominent. I am seeing Henry VIII. I believe you weren't a slave, but I believe you were thrown in prison there. I'm not giving 100% reason why. I believe you're stealing something because you feel like the government there was stealing from everybody else. It's like, what they were doing was not right. I think you got caught and thrown in jail. But I am seeing you actually being let go. Because it's like, I don't think you're tortured or anything. It's just they saw where you're coming from. And they weren't as vicious to you because they saw like your bravery. And it was, you know a lot of people within that group, that government. So they actually let you out because, it wasn't anything, whatever, I don't know what you stole, but they easily got it back and they kind of let you go. There's a lot more to that. Anyway, yeah, don't trust the history books. That's for sure. Question 2, does my wife have a past life involved with Native American Indians? Yeah, she's going through a lot of clearing there also. I do see during the time of the American War with the Indians, and she went through a lot of that. She went through a lot. Yeah, this is where their block is. If there is a block, but definitely I also see a lot of peaceful. She had a lot of lifetimes with them, at least 4 or 5 lifetimes. I don't think they were that long, but definitely seeing when the Americans are coming, Sitting Bull and all that. I see some of that with her. All right. Question from Gregory. It seems like every time I try to do something nice for my friends at home, I get blocked somehow. Why is that? Let's see. It doesn't mean stop trying. It is just, let's see. One moment. I don't think it's coming from them. It seems to me it's coming from another source. It's like some being or something comes in and interferes. I'm not giving a full indication what this is. So when you're doing something nice to them, you can always put an intention that everything will go fine and clear out whatever it is that's getting it. There is interference. Somebody's doing it. They're not. It could be a dark angel. I'm not getting an indication of who's doing this, but it does seem like it's a being that is interfering with it. It's just, the spirit world gets weird. It just, they got their problems too. So some are fooling around. I think it's mostly fooling around, but still, it's getting kind of overkill. It's like a prankster energy. It could be just a spirit that's kind of grayish, a grayish spirit, like a ghost being. I think that's more of what it's hard to detect this. I believe it's something around those lines. I get the name Darren, so it does seem like it's a lower astral being. Like, hey, Darren, stop doing this. Or anybody connected to Darren. He might be able. I do see it's not just Darren. There's others that are apparently known him in other incarnations. I don't think he died very easily either, from what I'm gathering. Question 2: does anyone have any messages for me? Messages from the angels. Just believe in yourself. You are opening yourself up more. You might see yourself as an angel. You might feel like a 3D angel, feeling like, I'm seeing this around you. Almost like a being that, yes, you can assist others, but remember you have to clear out your own stuff also. So angels can assist humanity, but they still have conflict within themselves. And you've had incarnations like this. And I believe you're still going through some understand. I'm seeing the angel energies all around you. Not to say there's always conflict, not at all. But there is a lot of let's see, it's misconceptions to how we see angels as a perfect being. They're not. And yes, they get tested, but they're not far from perfect. Nobody is. God's perfect. Even he has his moments, but let's put it this way: you connect with it. I see a 3D angel energy around you that you can connect with. All right. All right. Thank you for your question. All right, chat 1.1. Question from. Let me get some water. And one thing, if you're going to be doing this, make sure you got water. Question from Krista. Are there any beings with me at the moment? Palladian, Arcturian, Yael. It does seem like the Yael are. I see music around you, arts, very strange looking worlds. I am seeing insectoid worlds where actually insectoids are actually quite nice. They're large too. It seems to be where you're going in your dream state, at least. Let's see. That's all I have at this time. And Archangel Michael seems to be teaching a lot recently. I've been going to Archangel Michael school recently. As a message. Do you have any messages for me? I don't know. Guys are showing like a car, speeding. Just to be careful. Not to say everyone's speeding. Just to be careful. They're showing a garden. Let's see here. Basically, find your like a peaceful space. Basically, like a place for maybe meditation or somewhere where you can a peaceful space. If you don't meditate, just find somewhere where you can relax. Basically, I believe you already have that, but relaxing is good. Relaxing is very meditative. You'd be surprised. I think I already have questions here from. Oh, it's Tara. I answered questions from Tara before, not Tate. Sorry. Tara, I already answered her questions. Questions from Tate. So, I said Tara earlier. I said Tate earlier. I think I meant Tara. Anyway, I don't remember anymore. Names are really similar. Question from Tate: is there any message from Archangel Uriel? Yes, to clear your space. As you are transforming slowly into more of an archangel energy, basically knowledge of them, as you be assisting others that are around you, just believe in yourself more. The archangel energy is actually quite strong with you at this time. You can meditate with archangel energies, just with archangel energies in general. You can also notice as a mist, a positive mist around you can be golden. You can visualize it around you just for healing. It's just archangel healings, basically. It's like some connect to just one angel or this angel. You connect to the consciousness of the archangels for awakening. Question 2, did the neutral energy from the eclipse go equally toward the light and the dark? Yes and no. Not entirely into the light. Still has a lot to do with the dark. Dark still has a lot of healing to do. But for the most part, yes, but I don't know. It wasn't exactly. Not Not equally, let's put it that way. Question from Susie. Oh, yeah, I gotta mark some of these off. Question from Susie. Could the Prime Creator please send much healing to me? Feels like I have a cracked rib. I don't think. Well, I think it needs healing, but I believe you'll be all right. I think it's ibuprofen you can take. I took that for my rib. Ibuprofen, just give it some time to heal. I think it'll be all right. I think it'll heal. Just it's gonna be. Yeah, ibuprofen's your friend. Didn't it? Any details, please? This injury? Yeah, just I don't think it just ibuprofen. Just it might cause scare, hard. Yeah, that was. When I hurt mine, it was. I believe it will be healed. It will take some time. When I hurt myself, it took a long time for it to heal. So I couldn't even tie my shoes. I couldn't even get to my shoes. So anyway, yeah, but you'll be all right. Just take medicine for it and just do what you can. Blessings. Question from Jess. My mother made a deal with Archon in the past. Will Yeshua assist me to heal from this experience, and what advice can he give on how to protect myself from her energy now? Well, I think this has been done. Yeah. This was done a long time ago. Well, I think you've already protected yourself from it. It's up to her to let it go. So, yeah, Yeshua will assist you, but I believe you've already found a way. I mean, I think the damage has already been done. Let's see. Any advice? Just shield your energies, basically. You can send her healing also, but unlikely she'll be able to let it go because she's like having an affair with the Archons. It's her family. So, question 2: what beings or entities have been around me lately, and what messages do you have? I just see Arcturian and Palladian, Zeta. Mostly observing the Palladians seem to be helping you with health right now. You've been visiting them on ship recently. I think I'm seeing the tall blondes there. Jim F. What have I been doing in Astral in the past 3 to 4 nights? Seems to be Arcturian worlds, universities. I am seeing the canines also. Yeah, you go there for laughs. You go there for healing also. You go there for entertainment. Even the cats are there. Like, cats are on this side. Canines are over here. Kind of like in an orthodox situation where females are here, males are here. So, but this is kind of like a gag, though. I see like a cat and canine comedy club. And the cats are usually the ones. Actually, the cats are the ones with the funniest jokes, which is kind of weird. You think the canines would be? Obviously, there's a more serious astral connection, but this seems to be where you're going. Yeah, the cats, they're quite humorous towards the. I mean, they're not like throwing jabs at the canines, but I think they do intermix. They do talk to each other and stuff. They do. The whole left and right thing is just. I think that's part of the joke. So anyway, question 2. Any messages for me? You are connecting to Yeshua, it seems, for healing. Past lives. You're also opening up vortexes as your direction. What he's showing is that now this goes back to your astral. You are opening up different timelines. I believe Yeshua and others, family members, as you're looking through different timelines of which ones to go through. I see 3 of them. So it does seem like you're discussing it with your family and Yeshua and others. I believe Yeshua has involvement. I'm not sure what's going on. It might be 10, 20 years from now. I'm not getting a full indication of it. So, It's not just involved you, obviously. It's others' involvement also. See, Donna Riggs. Saturday night, we watched a ship move across the sky. It would flash a large, bright flash, and then smaller flashes, then bright again. It continued across the sky and then stopped for 5 minutes. So then it moved across the sky again, flashes before. Who are they and what were they doing? Refueling, working with the space station, working at. I believe those were Palladians. I believe there were Arcturians there too, but I feel the Palladians. Obviously, they knew that you were watching them. As for what they were doing, I think they're just putting on a show for the most part. Like a sky show to some degree. They were connecting to other ships that you cannot see, though. So they were communicating with other ships, but for the most part, they weren't refueling. I believe they're communicating. There was no space station, but they were just putting on a show, but also conversation was going on. They're not going into details. But the idea was they were, seeing, I believe they would connect more with you, definitely. You might see a visualization. Like, you might see like a quick glimpse of a being around where you live, around the grounds. So I'm seeing that getting stronger and stronger. So, question 2: any messages for me from anyone for the immediate future? Well, I guess I was I am seeing a presence around you. I'm not sure about a crop circle. Possibly they might move objects around where you live. Possibly you might put a rock here and have it go over here or disappear altogether. Possibly I'm not getting 100% on that, but it does seem like there is a lot of movement because they're allowed to do things there. Let's see. Question from Symmetry. Any messages for me? One moment. Just believe in yourself more and your manifestation, what you're manifesting. It will take a time to get to where you're looking for. Basically, more positivity is needed for you to accomplish what you wish to accomplish. They are showing me video games, which is actually okay because it helps you get your mind off of everything. If you're playing them at all, I think you are. But just relaxing, you're kind of in a desert period to a certain degree, but not fully. But you're in a period of choice of options, but options are not always very clear, but they will be eventually. Question 2: I started university again. Anything good going to come out of that? Yeah, it'd be good. I mean, whatever it is that it'd be good to have some kind of degree that has usefulness in society. And if you don't like the job that you end up finding, it will lead to good things eventually, even if it has meaningless. Because just having that piece of paper is a big deal. But yeah, the jobs out there aren't exactly the most exciting, but you will find your place eventually. Just it's going to be kind of rough for a while, from what it seems. It should be all right. We got quite a few here. Question from Debbie M. Any messages from Archangel Michael? Just to meditate more. Realize your energy has been somewhat manipulated by the Zetas, only because they want to understand you a little bit more. Basically, just bringing the Archangel energy around you. It seems to be people that you're around have a kind of a negative energy around them. So these people are. That's why you're getting kind of beings kind of poking into seeing what you're about. So other than that, don't worry about it though. Oh, why am I feeling frustrated after yesterday's eclipse? I think it has something to do with it. Uh, they have not fully done a full clearing. It seems like it actually opened up a lot of stuff that it should have. Just do a connect the angels maybe before you go to sleep. Ask for a clearing to clear your energies. Maybe remember your astral connections, wherever it might be. And yeah, you just it seems like it opened more up than cleared out. So lifetimes stuff. It does seem like you're ready to release a lot. So it doesn't need to be known. Probably best it's not. So all right, blessings. Angie S. Any messages from my guides? Uh, it does seem like let's see. Exercise would be good. Walking would be good. Any kind of exercise would be good right now. Walking, nature walk, whatever it is, doesn't mean it has to be every day, but just some kind of exercise would be good. Question number 2: any information you can give me about the date, September 23rd, regarding the battle between the dark and the light? Well, one thing about that, that's always happening. I wouldn't trust that date. Also, it seems like it's Archon related. It's like an Archon trick for people to put attention on that stuff. There are no dates. Uh, Now you might be involved with that kind of scuffle going on. It does seem like you are in some regard to bring light away from bring light into whatever to bring light more light into humanity. But I don't think that date really has any significance. Now, what's going on with this battle? It does seem like you are involved with it to a certain degree. So for this date, what does that date mean to you? To me, it doesn't mean anything, but to you, it might mean something because you seem to be involved with it. Of course, we all are to a certain degree, but it seems like whatever you're doing seems to be you seem to be a little bit more in the front lines of this. So, and I go into details, but I am seeing like crystal energies, but I'm not getting a full detail of it. Let's see. Question from Henry: any messages from my galactic friends and family? Just think positive as you are, but think positive. There are many vortexes around your work area, it seems, and you are being taken to another direction. As for timeline, just follow your heart. You're going in the right direction. It might not be as fast as you might hope it to be, but you are going in the right direction. Just, it might feel like you're on kind of a tightrope, but you should be all right. Question 2, I would say I had a positive experience that occurred regarding some past medical bills that were for my daughter. Can you tell me who helped me with the positive outcome today? Was it my great friend, Prime Creator? Well, yeah, I feel a lot of, well, yeah, Prime Creator, yes, but also Palladians. But I think you went to, I'm seeing you in Karma Court taking care of this. And Astral, it's like you're like, what's the deal with all this? So it's like this isn't fair. It's like plead your case. So I think it had a lot to do with the outcome of Karma Court there. I believe the Prime Creator helped you along with it, of course, but of course you can't interfere. But I believe that that's what my feeling is. So it does work after all. Question from Amy: can you help me understand why I chose my parents? I was explaining my spirituality to my dad the other day. All he could do was judge me for not being religious. This is for you to just send self-love to yourself. Don't let them take you down from your belief systems, but last thing you want is a confrontation. But the idea is to just love him for who he is and what he might start seeing things your way. Just not to say he has to, but part of him is saying that's interesting. he has a lot of closed-mindedness going on, but uh, for you to be there, you're balancing a lot of his negativity. It seems like you're clearing a lot of his negativity. So, and or your parents in general, but definitely your dad. The religion has it's like a prison in the mind, and I believe you're there to just not to judge them. I wouldn't continue to push this down, you know, but it's good to say your belief systems, of course. I believe you're there to just clear out their issues, basically. At least what religion's causing. Everybody has their problems, but at least the negativity that's coming from religion, basically. It's like no matter what they do, you're going to love them no matter what. If what they might do might be not good sometimes, but not to say they'll do something like that. But just because sometimes religion puts you in a mindset that's not exactly the most loving. So anyway, just love them for whatever it is that see. As somebody religious, you think you would be cool with whatever you believe in, but yeah, instead he's doing the other way around. So yeah, just So anyway, question two: can you do a health scan on me? Um, I don't know. It seems to be okay. Your heart needs a little bit more oxygen. This is up to you. There's a vitamin called lecithin. That's good for clearing out the blood. You can look it up. It's good for clearing out the blood, so you don't have not to say I'll have a heart attack, but it does help clear out blockages in the blood. It's something to look into. It's also fish oils. Um, but I'm seeing less of them for some reason. I don't know. It's something to look into, not something you have to run out and get. Just a thought. Let's put it that way. Question from Kim. Any messages? Self confidence. That's all. Just have more confidence. Whatever ordeal that happened recently, just not to worry about it. Self confidence. I believe they say like a counselor energy is around you. You might find more. Say as a counselor, that energy is with you to as a profession. So it's up to you to whatever you want to pursue is fine. But they say you're going to find that somehow. They say you're going to run into it eventually. Just show your counseling abilities. You're warming up to it. It seems. Question from Pete Andrew. I've been feeling some form of negativity after the solar eclipse. I was wondering if I can ask for assistance of shifting to another positive dimension. Yes, we'll send you energies. I see a lot of felines around you. It seems like what happened was a galactic. I want to say a galactic meltdown, but a shift within the galactic aliens. They're going through some stuff right now, and that's where it opened you up to it. I believe the next couple of days you will start to feel a lot better. I see galactic conflict with felines, so things will cool down. Question from Bobby: does Source have any advice for me at the moment? Connect to the Arcturians. For healing energies, for advice, you're very much within the Arcturian race. As for they do show you as an Arcturian, but healing the felines. I believe during the time of Lyra, when Lyra was destroyed, and some of that is moving with you right now. But at the moment, connect to Arcturians in a positive way for healing, just meditation. Ask for the Arcturians to bring assistance for energy, whatever it might be, and it should bring much. It should give you more perspective. Okay. Question from Krista. Oops. I am moving to Colorado soon. Is there a right location for me at this moment? Oh, whatever you choose will be fine. I am seeing around the mountains or mountain. I'm seeing around the mountains. Maybe you see the mountains. I don't know anything about Colorado, but mountains are good. Oh wait. Let me read this again. I am moving. Is this the right location for me at this time? Yes. I added the mountain thing because that's what I'm feeling. So anyway, I'm not sure if you can see a mountain everywhere you go there. I have no idea. But anyway, yes, that is what you are choosing is right. Yes, just leave it at that. Question 2. I felt a new energy around me a week ago. Well, this is, I believe, has to do with this move. I believe it's more guides you're getting. You're getting extra assistance. You're just getting. I think your guides are moving around. That's all. They're just giving me more. I want to say a push, but more guidance, basically. So, question: Wanda 11. What is my husband Mike doing in Astral? I'm seeing him as a bear. A funny one, a bear. Yeah, I'm seeing him as a bear extraterrestrial. Let's see. Yeah, like the grizzly bear, but not exactly like that. I am definitely seeing the bear though. Let's see here. Basically, a protector of nature. Also, similar to, you can say, the Sasquatch in some regard, as a let's see. The bears have a message actually to them that many of them took a risk bringing their species here because they weren't sure how humans would react to them. As you can see, humans aren't exactly nice to grizzly bears or bears in general. So they might start connecting to them. It's a possibility. I know it's kind of a strange connection, but get used to it. Like somebody was talking about ducks, like. But the bear connection is the strongest, and he's just within their civilization. I'm just getting the bear stuff. That's all they're saying. So it's very similar to the Sasquatch, though. Very loving, but also very questionable of humanity. At least they're working with humanity the best they can. Question 2: who has been around me lately? I felt fine the day of the eclipse, but later I've been very agitated and down. So I took a nap later. My husband said he also became agitated the rest of the day. Let's see. I think it's because the eclipse, from what I feel, is to bring, a more positive light to people, humanity. Instead of it just being a regular day, the idea is for humanity to come together to heal, and humanity has not healed as it would be liked to be. So I think a lot of it is astral. As for the first question, is this a lot of astral aggravation? Is I believe you're talking to loved ones, also the both of you, and some are just not seeing it. And that doesn't mean family. It is family, but it's also others here. Just there's more going on than what is we are seeing here, and many are just kind of shutting it down. At least in their human self is. Even their astral self is. They don't see anything wrong with being closed off. Question from Vasco. What beings are around me? And do they have any messages for me? Well, I'm seeing cloud beings around you, like Arcturian cloud beings. They're higher dimensional Arcturians with no real form. They show up as a cloud vibration. like different colors. You might see them in your meditations, maybe like pink clouds or the color of a cloud you've never seen before. They seem to be doing this around your assisting your chakra systems. It's also an idea for clearing chakras is for others. A cloud, Arcturian cloud, or a Lyrian cloud, or a whatever it is the species went to. Definitely with you, a Arcturian cloud energy is good for your chakras for cleansing. You'd be surprised. It's kind of like wiping a window so you can see more clearly as the cloud goes through, of course. And even when I'm talking about it, I'm feeling it. That's neat. Question 2. My girlfriend wanted to know why did our Arcturian group around her choose her? What is their message to her? Well, they didn't choose her. She chose to be with them. That is one of her families. She definitely did not. No, this is a mutual connection. Let's see. It has a lot to do with the weather of this world and the safety of this planet, because they've seen several scenarios when this world was destroyed. And one of the reasons for being here is she is a part of a peaceful alliance, as everybody is here. Well, not everybody, but the majority. To continue her incarnation here is showing that life here it's important. This world has a lot of value, and many are incarnating. There's more reasons than that, but that's the reason. One of the main reasons is to show that this world has value. Incarnating here has value, and this world has complete purpose, not just for the humans here, but other civilizations. So one of her reasons is to open this earth up to other civilizations in her own way. I see her connecting to people that don't call us crazy, basically. I see her opening up minds. So, and she's not just connected to I feel as Arcturus is probably the strongest around her. I see the unicorns around her also. But I see her opening people up. Well, she has to open herself up first. I see her finding a lot of happiness there when she sees more of what this. Right now, there's a lot of fear, but also see her just feeling more alive and removing fear. Yeah, ever so slightly. Okay. All right. Okay, that's it. That was okay. All right. Thank you, everyone, for your questions. All right. I believe I got everybody this time. Last time I missed some stuff. I made sure that wouldn't happen. Well, I think I made sure of it. The embedded one, chat 1, chat 2, and there's nothing in 3. I think I saw somebody else post here, but yeah, I didn't refresh it. So if anybody added someone right now, it's not being answered. So where am I? Okay. All right. Blessings, everyone. Thank you for submitting your questions, and have a great night, and see you guys Thursday.